Well, we're so busy at POW Entertainment, and of course you know what our name POW stands for, I'm sure, Purveyors of Wonder. And, well, we're doing, let's see, we have a television show on the History Channel. We're the executive producers, called Stanley's Superhumans. We're about to start our second series, and I love that show. And we're doing a live-action musical called The Yin and the Yang. It'll be a presentation on stage, and very excited about that. We're also doing the first Chinese superhero. Excited. I'm excited about I'm excited about sitting here talking to you. And we are doing some new comic books we're doing a book called The Mighty Seven for Archie Publications. And for Boom Comics, we're doing 3 new titles. And we're doing about 20 other things that I can't remember at the moment. So we keep very busy, and I love every minute of it. At the moment, we have 4 dogs.
So how did you come to have so many dogs?
It's all my wife's fault. We used to live in the East, in Long Island, and we had big dogs. I loved them. We had Shepherds and Doberman and Rottweilers and names like Simba and King and Tiger. However, we had a big place where those dogs could roam. Now we live in a home on Sunset Strip in the hills here in Los Angeles, and there isn't really room for big dogs roam. So one after another, I seem to have inherited these little Chihuahuas that my wife has bought, and plus 1 Yorkshire Terrier. And where I used to have these macho kind of dogs with macho names, we now have dogs with names like Winky Dink and Mumsy, and I can't even remember the other. I don't even want to remember. But I mean, I hate having to call them when I have to go out and say, Winky Dink, Winky. If a neighbor hears me, I mean, it doesn't sound quite as macho as I would like. The thing about dogs, same with people. We have these 4 dogs. They're all living in the house. They've been with us for 1 trillion years. They all have their own personalities. They are all so different. And that always amazes me. They're, as I say, just like people. One of them is totally insane. One of them hates the whole human race. One loves everybody and everything. And one is totally disinterested, doesn't care about anything. We had a dog named Blackie, a German Shepherd. I will never forget her. When we lived in Long Island, my daughter was then 3 years old, and we had it was a couple acres, and we had a huge lawn that went out to the street. And one day, I'm looking out the window, and I see my daughter is starting to walk toward the street, which she wasn't supposed to do. And I was about to run downstairs and grab her, and I see Blackie toddling after her, and when Joni got a little bit close to where the traffic would be, past the hedges, Blackie took her skirt and just pulled her back. And we had never taught her that or anything, but she instinctively knew to bring my daughter back from where there might be traffic. I will never forget that. I loved that dog. We also had a white shepherd named Simba. And sometimes I'd walk down the street with them both on each one had a short leash. I kept both leashes in one hand, and they were tugging, and I'm holding them back, and oh man, I felt like John Wayne holding those dogs, and I made it look real tough, like, boy, if I let them go, they'd attack the whole human race. I felt so great walking with them. A lot better than walking with Winky Dink and Mousy and Mumsy and Colt.